mic check 1, 2. So that's nice and loud. 1, 2. So mic check. We're doing the sound test. Testing out the stream. 1, 2. Just doing a test on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Another thumbs up. 1, 2. Happy days. Thank you.
ladies and gentlemen, may we please ask everyone to settle down. We'll look to commence within the next 5 minutes. Thank you everyone for joining us here at the EPL draft. It is being live streamed onto the YouTube channel as well as our Facebook channel, NPL. If it is buffering on Facebook, please make your way across to the YouTube channel. Seems to be working fine there. gentlemen, and thank you so much for joining us here at Pearson High School. We're here for the EPL draft, and what a wonderful occasion we've got going for us here. It is again so wonderful to see so many talented cricketers coming out to make their way here for the EPL draft, hoping to get selected tonight. I certainly hope that we hear your name called out quite soon in the draft section. It is a special occasion tonight coming here to Port Elizabeth. The game is thriving in this region. You can see it, you can see the passion that exists amongst the players. You see it on the WhatsApp groups, you see the chit-chat on the sidelines. These are talented boys who simply need an opportunity to play the game. And girls, I may add. We've got our team, and I'll introduce them all across to you here. We've got the Pelicans sitting on my left-hand side, led by their DOC, Charles van der Merwe. I'm sure he's familiar here in the circles of Pearson's High School. Can we get a round of applause for the Pelicans? Are there any Pelicans supporters here today? There's a couple of you floating around, and that's nice to hear. I'm sure you can be a bit louder than that. Are there any Pelican supporters here tonight? And let me start off by saying that is what we're about. This is about breaking down what is traditionally known as a quiet sport. It's about enjoyment. It's about screaming and shouting your name. If you don't hear your name, put it up. I'll bring you up on stage. Introduce yourselves to everyone so that you may put a bit of pressure on these coaches. I love putting the coaches under pressure so that they can pick some of the very best talent that exists in this area. I'll go now to the Centurions, and they look a little bit nervous. Dion Grace missing in action here tonight, but certainly the Centurions in the house. Are there any Centurion supporters here tonight? Sound a bit quiet. There must be across that grade doing a bit of work there with the old boys. So here we've got the Centurions looking on the side ready to go. The Cape Storm on the side led by that man, Christo Jacobs himself, and they've certainly dominated the opening season of the EPL. Every other team's looking to knock them off their perch. Are there any Storm support tonight? Christo, how much did you give across to these boys to get them to scream so loudly for you? Certainly got a target on the back, does the Cape Storm. We've got Carl and his team, Carl Bradfield and the Mariners on that end. Are there any Mariners supporters here tonight? There we go. So Carl's got his job cut out here, and you saw wonderfully they performed in the 16 and under EPL not so long ago. To all of the parents sitting here, to all of the players, I have a few short messages that I just want to get across. First of all, to Pearson's High School for hosting us. What a facility. And it just shows the character in this environment, the character in the school. To have a facility like this, to have the sporting facilities that they do, an organization which is administratively sound, an organization which has sport and education at heart, the world can then open up and present such wonderful opportunities. Pearson's High School is certainly one of the benchmarks in the country, and we've been around and we've seen a number of facilities. We are proud to have Pearson High School as a partner school with us, and long may that relationship be blessed by the Almighty. Thank you so much to Pearson's High School and their staff. Let's give them a round of applause. What we're going to witness here tonight, and what started off, Zaidan Desai is the call for the Storm. Zaidan Desai approved. Mariners, your pick, round 2. Marie Enzi. Marie Enzi is the call, approved for the Mariners. Centurions, your round 2. Owen Parker is the call. Owen Parker. That is going to the Pelicans. Owen Parker is here as well. Going across to the Pelicans. We go into round 3. Mariners, you first up. Blaine Horn, the call for the Mariners. Blaine Horn, approved. Pelicans, your pick, round 3. Ben from there, congratulations to Luan Kap, who will be playing for the Centurions. Storm, your pick, round 4. Christian Lanza, 4. Christian Lanza is the call. Christian Lanza, approved for the Storm in round 4. Pelicans, your pick, round 4. Caleb Ferreira is the call. Caleb Ferreira, yeah, he is. He's looking nice and sharp. It's Caleb Ferreira. Looks as if he's going out on a Friday night. Mariners, your pick, round 4. Corneille van Rooyen is the call. Corneille van Rooyen. Approve. This man wants to know where's his poster. Come here, sir. Tell us about yourself first. What's your name?
Caleb.
Caleb, batsman or bowler?
Both.
Both. All right. And which school do you go to?
Lorraine Palmer.
How am I supposed to give you a poster if you forgot who you're playing for? You're playing for the Pelican Circle. Give that man a high five before you go across, and you may collect your poster just over there. Thank you so much. Let's give him a round of applause. Into round 5 we go. Mariners, your pick, please. Blake Stenham is the call. Blake Stenham. Call for the Mariners, approved. Storm, your pick, round 5. Harrison Moat is the call. Harrison Moat. Approved by the auditor. Centurions. Ras Hutton is the call. Ras Hutton for the Centurions. Pelicans, complete round 5 first, please. Conrad van der Kerk is the call. Conrad van der Kerk. He looks as if he's here, going to be playing for the Pelicans. He might have to get rid of that Centurion stop. Yes, just hide it away there as you collect your Pelicans poster. Into round 6 we go. Pelicans, you may go first, please. Lisa Jansen van Rensburg. Yeah, let's give her a round of applause. Come up for me, Lisa. We'll ask her to come up here onto the stage. Pelicans poster for Lisa. You can take one off the wall for me, that's fine. Lisa, you come here. Lisa, he'll get the poster down for you. Lisa will make her way across here. Lisa, a young lady making your way across in the cricketing circles. Tell us a little bit about yourself. How did you fall in love with the game of cricket?
With my brother.
Are you better than him?
Yes.
Are you a batsman? Are you batter or bowler?
All-rounder.
And who's your favourite player?
Tristan Stubbs.
Tristan Stubbs. Let's give Lisa a round of applause. Congratulations to Lisa. We're going into round 6, second pick, Centurions, across to you. Richard Ferreira. Richard Ferreira is the pick for the Centurions. Storm, your pick, please. Camden Bullion is the call. Camden Bullion for the Storm in round 6. Approved. Mariners, your pick, round 6. Daniel Charlton. Daniel Charlton. That completes round 6 as a Mariners. I believe he's family to Daniel Charlton. Charlton sounds familiar. Is he part of the Warriors setup? Yes, Mark Charlton's connection by some reason, if I got it right. He must be a decent cricketer. He's got a decent coach looking after him. Yes, Mark Charlton's son, Daniel Charlton, will be playing for the Mariners. Congratulations. 2 rounds to go. We know there's some very good players still left in the mix here. Lindsay O'Malley. There's a Daniel Coulter, Cottill boy as well in the mix here that we're still waiting to hear. Daniel Cottill, family of Lee Cottill, a very, very talented family, a very, very talented cricketer as well. Centurions, your pick, round 7. Willem Theron is the call. Willem Theron. The call for the Centurions is approved. Mariners, your pick. Zach van der Merwe is the call in the penultimate round. Zach van der Merwe for the Mariners. Approved. We go to the Pelicans for their penultimate pick. Luan Hayward is the call. Yes, and he's got his name called up there. Luan Hayward. He's been picked by the Pelicans in the penultimate round. Congratulations. If we don't have a poster, just pull one down from the wall and we're all good. We now go to the Storm for their penultimate pick. Alex de Villiers is the call for the Storm. Alex de Villiers, the call for the Storm. We now, yes, approved? Yes, sir. There we go. Here's the young man walking across to collect his poster. Alright, final round coming up. If you haven't heard your name yet, put your name in the comment section. If you're here sitting here tonight, scream nice and loudly. We'll certainly hope that one of these teams will take you. Are there any 10 and under boys still waiting to hear their name that's sitting here tonight? There's a couple up here. What's your name, sir? Stand up for me, say your name and tell everyone what you do. Say it a bit louder. What's it? Highest score? Most wickets? 2. Miller Brain. Have I got it right? De Brain. Miller De Brain, we've got him sitting over there. Who else is a 10 and under player waiting to hear their name here tonight? What's your name, sir? Go for me. Mayor Kluter. Batsman or bowler? All-rounder. What's your highest score? 35. Most wickets taken? 5. Fantastic. Mayor Kluter. Have I got it right? Mayor Kluter sitting over there, sir. Your name, young man? Connor? Arnold. Connor Arnold sitting over there. Batsman or bowler? All-rounder. We certainly hope you're going to get picked. What's your highest score? 57. Fantastic. 57 and most wickets taken? 3. Good man. We've got another man at the back there. We'll go to you first, sir. What's your name? Yes? De Vet van Eerden. Batsman or bowler? Bowler. What's the most wickets you've taken? 4 wickets. Fantastic. And that man over there, what's your name, sir? Help me out, someone. Ethan Spotting. Have we got it right? Batsman or bowler? All-rounder. Bowler, what's the most wickets you've taken? 5 for 12. Excellent. There's a couple of players sitting around here. And your name, sir? Dayan Kassam. Are you a batsman or bowler? Bowler. What's the most wickets you've taken? 4. Alright, and we've got one more man standing over there. Your name, sir? Logan Davids. Alright, batsman or bowler? Bowler. Most wickets taken? 5. Fantastic. There's some very, very... Oh, we've got another one over here. What's your name, sir? Sia. Surname Sia? Louis. Alright. Batsman or bowler? All-rounder. What's your highest score? 20. Most wickets taken? 5. Fantastic. What type of a bowler are you? Pace bowler. Yes, ma'am. We've got one man over there. He's got to stand up for me. Yes, what's your name, sir? Amod Jiva. Alright, batsman or bowler? Batsman. Highest score? 58. We've got one man at the back there as well. What's your name, sir? Daniel Nell. Cameron Painter is the call. Cameron Painter, batsman or bowler? Bowler. Bowler. Alright, bowler. The gentleman at the back just told me bowler. So you got me a bit nervous there. Bowler, what's the most wickets taken? 3. Alright, and there's one more man over here. What's your name, sir? Daniel Nell. Batsman or bowler? Bowler. Most wickets taken? 4. We've got one more man. They're all coming out of the woodwork, yeah? Yes, sir. What's your name? Cole Arnold, alright. And are you a batsman or bowler? All-rounder. What's the most runs you've scored? Alright, most wickets taken? Okay, good young man. What we want to say to all of the players sitting out here. Yes, I've got a couple more. Go for me. What's your name, sir? Daniel Carter. Cottill. Daniel Cottill. I've heard about you. Are you a batsman or bowler? All-rounder. What's your highest score? 15 not out, Mr. Cottill himself. Most wickets taken? 3. 15 not out and 3 wickets taken. Daniel Cottill, Lee Cottill's connection, I'm almost certain. Yes, your name, sir? Yanku Aylward. Liandu. Alright, batsman or bowler? All-rounder. What's your highest score? 21. Most wickets taken? 2 for 6. Excellent. There's another young man at the back there. Your name, sir? Hendrik Jordan. Alright, Hendrik Jordan, batsman or bowler? All-rounder, highest score? 45. 35, most wickets? 6 wickets, fantastic. There's certainly a lot of talent sitting in this room here. Now I know it is challenging, that there will be some challenges. Some boys may not hear their name here tonight, but I can tell you this much. We are looking at every player. There's still an opportunity to make one of these sides. Our auditor will go back and look at it over the next couple of days, over the next week. And as the sides get verified, some players will get called up. There's also a space for the Division 1 section, as we will do in a couple of age groups. So if you haven't heard your name tonight, do not despair, do not lose hope. We will certainly be in touch to inform you as to the next steps to try and get into a side. Do not be despondent. I repeat to every young cricketer here, do not be despondent. We will certainly look at a way of trying to make your dreams a reality. Promise me, you will not be disappointed should you not hear your names. Into round 8, is this the final round, Lindsay? Final round, we'll start off round 8 with the Storm. Logan Davids is the call. Logan Davids will be taken up here. He'll get a Storm poster, please. Pelicans, your final pick of the round. Connor Arnold is the call. Connor Arnold. Connor Arnold for the Pelicans, called up here. The Mariners, your pick, please. Dayan Kasim is the call. Dayan Kasim for the Mariners. The final pick of the round belongs to the Centurions. Daniel Cothill is the man that gets called up for the Centurions and will get a poster. Congratulations to those that haven't heard your name. We will be in touch and we will certainly try and find you a space in the EPL. Thank you for joining us for the 10 and under draft. We'll have a 7-minute break. To all of the teams, please take your squads to be verified by the auditor. We'll be back in 7 minutes. Thank you.
hold the cheeks, please. The man it is. Otherwise, we lower the cheeks.
Final round in the Storm. They've got the first pick. Nathan Russ is the call. Nathan Russ, the call for the Storm. Pelicans, your final pick, please. Milan Murray. The Pelicans have got 2 picks. I've just been informed. Milan Murray is the one called by the Pelicans. Centurions, your final pick. Blake Swords is some people saying on that side. Luke Dietlefs. Luke Dietlefs is the call for the Centurions. I hear Blake Swords there. Don't be shy. Scream loud if you need to. Mariners, your final pick, please. Karel van Aert is the call. Karel van Aert. What's his name there? Blake Swords. Is that Blake Swords standing there? Well, a couple of boys asking and pointing to him, but we don't know what the coaches will go for. Blake Swords is the man that has been picked for the Pelicans. Ladies and gentlemen, that will complete our round for the 12 and under. We'll have a 7-minute break before we back. To all the boys who have not heard their name, we will make an announcement regarding the Division 1 within the next couple of weeks. So please stay tuned. Thank you so much. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It seems as if the connection has been restored for the streaming link. We may continue. We're here for the 14 and under EPL draft, and we certainly hope that all of the best players will hear their names called out here tonight. Lindsay O'Malley is our auditor, and we'll be monitoring the situation quite closely. So as we ought to begin, let's just give me a thumbs up if everything's sorted on your end. Streamers up at the top, are we all good to go? Thank you so much. Please keep monitoring that so we know that the draft is working and the stream's working perfectly. We'd like to wish all of the 14 and under boys everything of the best as we enter the EPL draft. Lindsay O'Malley, can you give us the retained players, please?
There we go. Thanks, Jan. Again, this time we'll change it up a bit. We'll start with the Cape Storm 14 and under retained list. 6 names to mention: Nicholas Aylward, Elijah Booth, Corbin Fleetwood, Jaden Harker, Noah Jacobs, and Mika Rembe. The Pelicans, allowed to give a round of applause. The Pelicans, they retain Nassau Boardman, Danle Henrik, Hussein Khan, Nawanle Mdundaluzu, Aidan Mitchell, and Kate Myberg.
May I ask all of those boys to please stand up from both of those sides. If you've heard their name on the retained players list, please stand up. Lindsay, across to you again.
Yeah, we'll move shortly to the managers. They've got Robinson, Caleb Chacking, Carl Lippert, Claude Murray, Julian Open, and Cornay Pandamerbo.
Alright, batsman or bowler? Bowler, fast bowler. Alright, most wickets. 6 for 16. Which team at Pearson? 15 A's. Alright, who am I missing? Let's go to this young man over here. Your name, sir? Tando. Maneza. Fernandez. Alright, which school? Westridge. Alright, batsman or bowler? All-rounder, highest score? 99. Alright, which team? Under 15A. Where do you normally bat? Most wickets taken? 4, alright, under 15A at Westridge. Your name, sir? Ruan Els. Which school are you at? Summerwood, batsman or bowler? All-rounder. What's your highest score? 50, most wickets taken? 4, alright, which team at Summerwood? 14A, let's go to that man there. Westridge as well, eh? Okay. West String, alright, West String. I've got that wrong. Name, please. Tyler Kuhl, batsman or bowler? Everyone's all-rounder in PE. Most wickets taken? 5 for 8. Highest score? 62 not out. He is truly an all-rounder. We've got another man here from Pearson. Name, please. Taylor Els, batsman or bowler? Batsman, highest score? 143 at Pearson. And which team are you at? 15s, alright. You've got 143, we've got 100 in the back, we've got a 99 sitting there somewhere. There's a couple of good players left here with 8 picks to go. Let's hope you hear your name here tonight. We go into the penultimate round. Pelicans, your pick. Reinhard Boshoff is the call. Reinhard Boshoff, the call for the Pelicans. Storm, your pick. Connor Moat is the call. Connor Moat for the Storm. Approved. Centurions, your pick. Ethan Howley is the call. Ethan Howley. The call. Waiting for approval from the auditor. Approved for the Centurions. Mariners, your pick. Drew Stanham is the call. Drew Stanham. The call for the Mariners. Into the final round we go, and the Mariners will take us off. Jared van der Walt is the call. Jared van der Walt for the Mariners. He's got a big smile on his face there. That's Jared van der Walt. Centurions, your pick. Chase Finkelstein is the call. Chase Finkelstein for the Centurions. Centurions approved. Storm, your final pick. Kian Murray is the call. Kian Murray. And he gets a round of applause as well for the Storm. And to conclude, we go across to the Pelicans. Ruan Else is the
Listen to.
Let's give all of those pre-signed players a round of applause there, ladies and gentlemen. Some very, very talented players in the mix. A question to all of our franchise. You believe that there's any omissions on the official registration list? Andrew Turvey. Let's see, Andrew Turvey, tell us a little bit about him, please. Alright, Andrew Turvey and off-spin bowler. Lindsay O'Malley, there's a couple of talented players we've got from different areas. Are there any of those that you can give us? Waiting for. Yes, sir. Approve. Into the Pelicans we go now. James Fulbrook is the call. James Fulbrook for the Pelicans. Approve. Round 5, Pelicans will take us past the halfway mark. Ruan Kutsia, approved for the Pelicans. Centurions, your round 5 pick, please. Cullen Nortir is the call. Cullen Nortir. Mariners, your pick, round 5. Keegan Jetim is the call. Keegan Jetim, approved for the Mariners. Storm, your pick, round 5. Usman Niazi is the call for the Storm. Yes, sir. That will complete round 5. Into round 6 we go. Storm, you first up. Blake Nelson. Big smiles on the face there. Blake Nelson's name gets called. Mariners, your pick, round 6. Oliver Whittaker is the call. Oliver Whittaker for the Mariners. Approved. We go to the Centurions for their round 6 pick, please. James Meir. Approved for the Centurions. Pelicans to complete round 6. Haven't heard their name yet. Stand up for me, young man. Right, what's your name, sir? Richard Kemp. And which school are you at? Westmead. Batsman or bowler? All-rounder. What's your highest score? 44. Most wickets taken? 4. And which team do you play in at Westmead? Second team. Thank you so much. Say your name one more time. Richard Kim. Let's go to the young man at the back there. Your name, sir, with the blue blazer on. Jan Hendrik Terblanche. Which school are you at? Frimsby. Alright, batsman or bowler? Bowler. What type of bowler? Leg spin bowler. Alright, what's the most wickets you've taken? 5 for 9. And which team do you play in? Under 15A, 5 for 9 is a leg spin bowler. 2 boys on my side. Let's start on this side first. Leandro Bradley. Alright, which school? Daniel Pina. Alright, batsman or bowler?